In this Jedi Survivor video, I will be showing you how you can make some iconic lightsabers from the films, shows and previous games in Jedi Survivor. Before we do get into the guide though, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future news updates or tips and tricks for this game. So the lightsaber customization system in this game is absolutely incredible. Even though you can never have enough parts, there are still plenty of fan favourite lightsabers that you can make using the ones that we have in this game. I will start with a lightsaber that stands out in the prequels, and it is Mace Windu's lightsaber. You'll want the emitter to be Santari Kryze, any vents will do. As for the switch, Patience will do, but also Harmony works as well if you wish to do that. The grip should be Rebel Hero and the pommel should be Santari Kryze, and then replicate that on the other side for the second saber. Then of course you want that purple lightsaber blade. As for the materials, personally I'm just going to say in this video, the materials can be up to you. Some people prefer chromium, some people prefer some of the more duller colours for the main lightsaber colour. I use the plastoid black for the grip. I use the Hazian smelt for the gold colour. Let's now do Luke's Return of the Jedi lightsaber, starting with Eno Cordova's emitter, with any vents will do. The switch being the Rebel Hero, however, I would say Jaro Tapal's can also work. Same goes for the grip, either the Hermit or Eno Cordova's will do. Then the pommel should be Rebel Hero, and then repeat it for the second side of this lightsaber. The materials are up to you, but I would highly recommend using the bronzium for the secondary colour, so you do get that iconic bronze look as seen in Luke's lightsaber. Edgework iron also works really well with Eno Cordova's grip. Here is Darth Maul's iconic double-ended lightsaber, starting with the detachment emitter, followed by the Hermit switch, Santari Kryze grip, and the Patience pommel. With Darth Maul's lightsaber being symmetrical, just use the same parts for the second half of the saber with the red blade, of course, and I think this works quite well. I know some people don't like the detachment for the emitter personally, but I just think it looks best. It's got those spokes which Darth Maul's lightsaber has compared to some of the other emitters. I just think it's way more menacing and fits Darth Maul's lightsaber most. On to Rey's lightsaber, and the emitter should be the Edgehawk, followed by any vents of your choice, and I've put these vents in a 35-degree angle position purely because the lightsaber just looks better, I think, like that, and then the Edgehawk switch is needed for this. Plus the grip is Seer Junda. However, the Diligence grip also works because in the actual lightsaber, the fabric is like this. However, Seer's is not quite as accurate, but you get better colours, so it's a toss-up. The pommel is Edgehawk, and then simply repeat for the other side of the lightsaber as well, but the final pommel being Assembly. And I think this works really well. It's somewhat close to Rey's lightsaber at the end of The Rise of Skywalker. It has the angle to it, and I'm a big fan of that lightsaber, so I'm going to be using this in the game as I play through it. I like the two-tone colour that it has. It shows some of the wear. Unfortunately, you can't split the Diligence grip up into different colours. You can only do that with Seer's, and unfortunately, there isn't enough material wrapped around. Moving on to KYLO Ren's lightsaber, with the emitter being the Hermit one. Then Jaro Tapal's vents are included in this build. KYLO Ren's lightsaber doesn't have that much of a long vent system, so that's why I've picked some quite short ones. The switch is Scrapyard to show all of the inner workings. Same goes for Assembly. It just looks fantastic and fits this. Persistence is the pommel, and then for the second side, Assembly is the grip, Scrapyard for the switch, and Hermit for the emitter, with the Persistence pommel, which I think just fits that lightsaber build so well. I'm using the Inquisitor grey paint here, but there definitely needs to be a black option. After Fallen Order came out, the community called Cal Split Saber ugly, but it's simple to recreate, and I thought I'd do it anyway. So for the first half, for the most part at least, you want Jaro Tapal's parts, but the pommel should be Seer's. And then, for the other half, you want Seer's lightsaber. And as you can see, you can get it to look pretty good. However, the Hermit emitter should be on the right hand side as well, and it just works. It just looks similar to what we got in Fallen Order, so if you did like that look, some people, well, most people didn't, then this is an option for you to do in this game. The Temple Guard lightsabers, as seen in Star Wars Rebels, are pretty iconic, I would say, and this is yet another double-bladed option. So for the emitter, we're going to be going with the Hunter, followed by any vents of your choice. The switch should be Hermit, then the Centauri Kree grip, followed by the Rebel Hero Pommel, and then same again for the grip Centauri Kree, with the Hermit switch, and the Hunter emitter, and then the Patient pommel. And as you can see, when you pair it with the yellow lightsaber blade, the white colour, the gold accents, it just works really, really well. So if you're a fan of this lightsaber, you're able to roleplay as a Jedi Temple Guard with this lightsaber in the game. Another lightsaber from Jedi Fallen Order is Cal's Padawan lightsaber, which was relatively simple. So the emitter is Cordova's, then the switch is Serenity, followed by the grip that is Diligence, with that leather colour on, and then there is also Cordova's pommel, the grip being Diligence again, switch being Justice, and Cordova's emitter followed by Jaro Tapal's pommel. Even though this is just an obscure lightsaber, it's a throwaway one, it's Cal's first lightsaber from when he's a Padawan in Fallen Order, I just thought, let's try and recreate it because it can be kind of done. It needs to be darker leather, unfortunately. There is not a colour to do that, but nevertheless, if you did like this simple, plain lightsaber of a Padawan, then you're able to do this in the game with these parts. Now we have Kyle Katarn's third lightsaber, so the emitter is Hermit, the switch is Jaro Tapal's, with the grip being Hermit, then the pommel is Jaro Tapal's, and then on the other side you want the Hermit grip once again, the switch assembly, and the Hermit emitter with the pommel being Rebel Hero. This works well in my opinion. It actually kind of looks like it in some ways. I think it's a decent recreation of this lightsaber. So if you're a fan of this lightsaber in Kyle Katarn, then this is the lightsaber for you. There are so many other lightsabers you can recreate from various other Star Wars media, such as Obi-Wan's Episode 3 lightsaber, basing off Luke's Return of the Jedi lightsaber. It's not that much different. But I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. Which lightsabers have you recreated? Let us know down in the comments your builds. And if you did enjoy this video, please do drop a like. Subscribe so you don't miss any future Jedi Survivor videos. If you missed any of my previous videos, click on the playlist on screen right now. And I shall see you in my next video. Goodbye.